Hello everybody, this is All South Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Wasteland 3. In the previous episode, we started making our way into the base, taking command of it, and recruited 2 more rangers, though in my eyes the way it goes is they're basically lost from the convoy and met us up here. I think the way I have it is like Blitz and Heavy are sisters. Something like that. Anyways, now that we have a bit of free reign, it's time we explored this base and see what we got going on. I'm typically going to have Hawkeye towards the front because she's basically going to be our way with perception. Okay.
A garage. We get this cleaned out, you can put your truck in here.
Sure, let's take a look at this rusted slicer and dicer. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to be getting this, because, like I said, it's going to be quite a while before we have someone who can pick locks, unfortunately. This enormous spider-like robot is in bad shape. It twitches in a puddle of its own fluids, its casing dented and riddled with bullet holes. Judging by the scrape marks on the floor, it looks like someone dragged it into the garage from somewhere. Examine the robot. You recognize it as a slicer-dicer, a pre-apocalypse military robot. It appears to have been badly damaged in a firefight and is missing some of its weapons. Upon closer inspection, you note that some of the bullet holes have been patched, and several of the legs show signs of recent welding. Slicer Dicer's main access panel is open, revealing its wiring and power plant. It's clear that someone has been trying to repair the robot. Well, unfortunately, we don't have the mechanics to repair it. If we did, we could beat it up, and then we could get a deployable Slicer Dicer for our own. A shame, but oh well. The corpse of a young woman lies at your feet, her body contorted at an unnatural angle. Judging by the smell, it's been here a while. Try to determine how she died. The body's unnatural position suggests some kind of seizure, and there are signs of discoloration on her face indicative of heart failure. The heavy metal spanner is gripped tightly in her right hand. The metal is discolored and scorch marks blacken her fingertips. Looks to you like a textbook case of electrocution. Woman is wearing a patchwork jumpsuit and a leather tool belt. Her pockets are crammed with fuses, bundles of wire, and bits of circuit board. Looks like this Wastelander made her living by scavenging and repairing electronics. She would have felt right at home in an old garage like this. I guess she got electrocuted trying to repair this thing. Nope, not tab. Shift, that's how we see the various things we can interact with. You can't do anything with that, can't do anything with that. There is the computer, however. Terminal is displaying information about the base's systems. All seems normal right now. Examine the most recent activity log. Most of the logs appear to have been destroyed in a giant server wipe that occurred decades ago. Terminal also controls for some nearby has controls for some nearby vehicle lifts, but currently indicates they are all unresponsive. Recall service elevator platform? Request issued. Please wait. A loud grinding emanates from the huge trapdoor near the garage's entrance. The smell of rusted metal sparking fills the room. Mechanical failure reported. A servitor drone has been issued a repair order. Well, nothing else we can do with that. What have we got? What'd you see, Hawkeye? A trap.
Look at all this machinery. If we can get it all running, this will be a good spot for your armory.
Really? Alright, let's quick load. I hate it when the characters do that. And I hadn't actually done anything. Okay. Yeah, once we repaired it, it would have attacked us. And yes, I'm doing all this again because, well, it means free XP for us. Well, at least the skill checks do. Okay, let's send Heavy in there to...
machinery. If If we can get it all running, this will be a good spot for your armory.
Alright, there's a trap over there. But unfortunately, we can't do anything with that because, well, we don't have the explosives acumen for that. Alright, let's check the trash. Okay, some loot there. Computer. Check the recent activity logs. Let's see, terminal relates to a massive data wipe. Yep, that seems to be the case. Alright, nothing else in here. Grenade box would be nice to get into, but not really necessary.
What a stink. Somebody's been using this medbay for a morgue. Gonna take an ocean bleach to get it ready for customers.
Desiccated husk of a man is little more than a skeleton covered in papery skin. Search for a cause of death. Looks like a simple case of starvation and dehydration, but the corpse's ankles and wrists show some scarring, as if he was chained up for a while. This female corpse is bloated and putrefied. One of her arms is entirely missing. Black ichor oozes from her swollen torso. Looks like the missing arm had nothing to do with the woman's demise. It had been expertly removed and stitched up long before she died. Instead, she seems to have died of an infection or illness. You notice the same scarring on her ankles and wrists as on the other corpses, most likely from manacles. The torn skin suggests they were frequently removed. Inspect the corpse again. Nope, same thing. And we don't have first aid force, so we can't do anything about that. Pile of corpses. There's a pile of corpses in this corner. People died in a variety of ways, most of them violent. Bullet holes in one, a crushed skull in another, a cut throat on a third. They all have the same scarring on their ankles and wrists as the other corpses, most likely from manacles. Torn skin suggests they were moved frequently. Interesting. This leathery corpse is missing several of his digits and facial features. Looks like exposure to extreme cold took this person's missing extremities. Scarring indicates that this may have happened multiple times over several years. But it wasn't the cold that killed him. The open wounds across his back indicate that he was whipped to death. You also find the same scarring on his ankles and wrists as on the other corpses. Looks like these people have been trafficked by slavers. Yikes. Yep, lockpicking, impossible. Yeah, when it says it's impossible, it is impossible. Okay, anything else in here I can interact with besides the corpses? Nope. Okay, well, yeah, that is going to become our med bay once we get a doctor in there. Already been in the control room. Looks like we got a canteen over this way. There, okay. Looks like we're going to have to explore that one later. I heard something in here.
Pretty grand in here. Maybe you can make it your trophy hall or museum or something. Or a handball court.
Crap. She missed. See, armor system. That enemy has armor, which means that it can block some of your incoming damage. Fortunately, all weapons have a penetration stat. If your weapon's penetration is equal to or greater than your enemy's armor, your weapon will deal full damage. Good. If your weapon's penetration is less than the target's armor, you'll do a proportionate amount of damage, but no more than 80%. Examples: penetration 15 versus armor 10 equals 100% damage. Penetration 5 versus armor 10 equals 50% damage. Penetration 9 versus armor 10 equals 80% damage. Okay, target is blocked. Oh, that's because I'm controlling heavy. You gotta be careful with these razorbacks, because I believe they can poison us, but I'm not 100% certain. Alright, prepare. Prepare. As for you, Hawkeye, I don't see anything else. I know that there's an enemy over that way, so let's just set up an ambush for when they come around, because I believe they are melee-based. Laser, you do the same. As for you, Blitz, let's get you into cover over here so we can see... Well, actually, I don't think that is cover. We can see the enemy. No point in getting in too close with them. So, go on the defensive. Let them come to you. Marshal Quan, you step over here and go into ambush as well. Oh shit, they do have range. Thankfully they missed, though.
That is
Huh. Could have sworn there was meant to be more than one. Or more than those two. Ah well, doesn't matter. Wolverine fur, Wolverine fang, Wolverine fur, and some muscle tissue. Billboard. Fallen billboard. Who put it here? Peek and poke. Yeah, those are the guys that basically are, kind of mascots for this. They're, you ever see those old, like, training videos? There's, like, Valiant does this, Doofus does this, where Valiant is basically the good employee, and Doofus is the dumb, bad employee. Yeah, Peek and Poke is basically like that. Peek's the good one, Poke's the bad one. Let's see, Peek shares his ammo with his squad, Poke... something I can't tell underneath the rubble. Let's see, power button on the machine resists your press, seemingly rusted in place. Makes a sandy crunch as it finally gives way. The screen comes to life with a sad beep. Raid failure, corruption detected across multiple sectors, initiating automated repair operations, recovery complete, view recovered logs. Sure, personnel logs. There are fewer logs than you'd expect for a base of this size. Many have suffered data corruption and are unrecoverable, but you find a few that are legible. Let's see, personal log. Colonel Borchette? March 22nd, 1998, so before the apocalypse. No, wait. Right after the apocalypse. The world ended yesterday. Our missile defense system saved Colorado Springs, but Denver is gone, and we can't make contact with anyone outside the state. Discipline will keep my men in line, but we've only got a few days until the civilians panic. We'll need to prepare to hold out until we can reconnect with Washington. Try to recover some of the logs. This file is encrypted. You're able to find the custom script that did it and reverse engineer the key. Okay, personal log, 2nd Lieutenant Halcott, September 15th, 1955, so this is before the apocalypse. He fixed his gaze on the monitor, fingers deftly tapping the keys, expertly covering his tracks, as he pulled data from the system. Lieutenant Amore kept stealing glances back at him, enraptured by his steely blue eyes, as she watched the door for guards. Have you found the evidence yet, Captain Holcomb? We don't have much time left. The captain hit a few more keys and nodded. He pulled the floppy disk from the drive and signaled to Lieutenant. Quickly, back to the vent. Ladies first, he said, helping Lieutenant Amore up to the ceiling ducts. Despite their generous curves, she nimbly slid. Yeah, this is just some weird fanfic or romance novel someone was trying to write. Slid into the duct, and Captain Halcomb was easily able to pull himself up and follow her, sliding the grate back into place just as the guards swung by on their patrol. Yep. Turn to the route. Read the old security logs. Filtering tools help you cull the routine and wholly corrupted reports. You may need a computer expert to access some of the files. Let's see. Looks like July 4th, 2000. Report 001. Classified information purge initiated. Report 002. Erasure complete. Command cleared. Fully autonomous security system activated in T-minus 30 minutes. Let's see. Intrusive movement detected on outer perimeter. Monitoring. Intruders retreated without engagement. Monitoring. Okay. Looks like November 28th. 2068, which, actually, that reminds me, I know I'm a little late, but hey, I remembered. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your meal, and because I know Friday's video is going to be going out after sales have long ended, please stay safe on Black Friday, especially these days with, you know, everything going on in the world right now. Don't get trampled over the TV. A flat screen at deep discount ain't worth getting shanked or beaten up over. Seriously. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your meals, however you are these days, and stay safe on Black Friday. Okay. Hey, for once I actually remembered the holidays in a video this time. Port 750, Intruder 032 returns to War Room. Starts fire for Intruders 030, 031, 033. Intruder 034 is providing them with a meal. Logging requisition request for additional servitors following abduction of core servitors 005-010 by Intruder 011. This request has been logged 1,500 times. Priority elevated. Port 751. Attempting to wake remaining servitors. You definitely start seeing some of the corruption here. Wake attempt resulted in failure. Incidents monitored without engagement. 7,242. Incidents involving security response 15. Incidents with failed security response 1. Incidents with inability to respond 4,000. Port 755, Intruder 034 now classified as deceased. That doesn't sound good. Looks like May 26, 2009. Intrusive movement detected on outer perimeter, monitoring. Quadrupedal creature identified as non-hostile, monitoring deprioritized. Creature remains. Creature departs. Incidents monitored without engagement, 1846. Incidents involving security response 5. Okay, August 26, 2102. System wake up complete of accessing database. No new information since catastrophic failure report bid at looks like June 16th, 2071. 623. Intruders 069-073 logged in War Room. Servitors Nob responding to wake up. Instruction monitoring. Okay, I'm just going to treat it as normally. Intruder 071 has fully repaired monitoring systems. Intruder 069 has gained access to monitoring systems. Reports 066, self-diagnostic complete. Servitors 103, 22, and 616 present, but unresponsive. Primary power unresponsive. Secondary power at 20%. Primary processing reports all good. Okay. Let's see, January 22nd, 2010. Part 98, intrusive movement detected on perimeter, monitoring, bipedal creature approaches facility, deploying servitors. Intruder pacified, incidents monitored without engagement 2008, incidents involving security response 9. See, automated amendment, intention was for intruder. Logging technological review request, information, technology RE report 100. And then May 10th, 2107. Intrusive movement detected at perimeter. Intruder 159 logged and approaching. Intruder 158 detects Intruder 159 and returns to barracks. Various intruders seem perturbed and barricade door to barracks. Intruder 159 retreats after accessing War Room and Armory. Servitor remain unresponsive. Intruder 156 departs barracks, enters brig, and accesses computer terminal. Horrible intruders. Intruder 156 has initiated a generator restart. Power coming online. Servitors waking. Red alert. Yeah-oh. Try to recover some of the security logs. Some bad metadata kept this file from filtering properly, but you're able to easily repair it. See, February 14th, 1999. See, Report 2. Radio signal reconstructed from partial bursts over past 2 months. Transcript follows. Good people of Arizona, we, the remaining officers from the 249th Engineer Battalion, have been unable to contact our leaders at ForceCom for too long. We have come to the unfortunate conclusion that our government has fallen. Every one of us here joined the Army to protect the people of the United States, and even if the U.S. is no more, we intend to continue to protect you to the best of our ability. We've heard your cries for help on the radio, and we want you to know, help is coming. Keep calling, shelter in place, and stay strong. We're on our way. Ah, the formation of the Desert Rangers. This message will repeat. Cover some of the security logs. You fix an overwrite error at the start of this log, and it becomes legible. March 21st, 1998. See, Citadel Station reports confirmed. Anti-ballistic countermeasures armed. Alert status raised to red. NORAD tracking confirms multiple incoming contact signals. Protective countermeasures allocated to high-priority targets. Personnel ordered to report to assigned stations and shelters. Connor confirms countermeasures in local area 95% effective. Cannot raise communication with NORAD HQ or PACOM. Cannot raise communication with White House, is what I'm assuming. Report 222. Revised estimates of a success rate of countermeasures outside of local area are at 5%. Alert status remains red. Let's keep recovering. All termination characters are missing for these logs. Tricky, but you're able to find the proper spots to fix them. Yeah, nerd spot stuff basically becomes our hacking skill. Alright, April 16th, 2021. Port 72. Primary generator failure reported at February 2nd, 2021. 562 will result in catastrophic failure of security system if not resolved. Information technology has not responded to repair queries. Port 90. Core servitors placed in sleep mode to preserve power to monitoring systems. Secondary processing system placed into sleep mode to preserve power to primary processing. It's the automated addendum. Intention was for catastrophic. Logging technological review with information technology. RE report 72. Port 91. System setting designation to sleeping but vigilant. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Whew. Done with that one. Let's take a look around here, see if there's anything to loot. Also, I gotta remember to be holding shift for this. Anything else? Bones, we get some money, and a Polaroid photo. Ooh, that's some more stuff over here. Yeah, you're gonna want to be holding shift as you go through an area in order to, you know, find stuff. Guys, you never know what you're gonna miss. It's Colorado dollars and an old handkerchief. Ooh, ammo. And a rocket! Yes, please. Rockets are going to be very useful for, well, initial strikes against the enemy. Good for wiping them out when they're still gathered up.
Please, don't shoot.
The woman is gaunt, her clothes ragged. She is surrounded by a group of bedraggled vagrants who watch you with fear and mistrust.
Who are you? You're not dressed like the marshals.
We're the Rangers. Who are you?
I'm Del Hackett, and I speak for these people. We've been living here for months, and we've got nowhere to go. Please, will you let us stay?
Bad idea. I've been in their shoes, but this is a military base. If we have squatters everywhere, it'll be hard to keep discipline. Your recruits won't like it either.
The Patriarch's people don't care about people like us, but you're not beholden to them.
She shoots a fearful look at Quan, but he doesn't seem to notice. Where are you from?
We all farmed in the border country between Colorado and the plains. Thought we were safe out there, under the Patriarch's protection. Back then, the gangs feared the Patriarch. Not anymore. They burned our greenhouses and killed everyone who tried to fight them. No place left to run but here, for any of us.
Did you set off the security system?
Not intentionally. The Patriarch's people drove up to the base a few days ago, so we hid in here for a while. Then when Andy went to check if they left, all the doors slammed shut and the alarms started whooping. Don't know what happened. Been living in these ruins for weeks, and we never set anything off before.
Can't you go live in the city?
We're not welcome there. They already have too many mouths to feed, and more are always coming.
Alright, you can stay. I'm not going to turn these people out when they have nowhere else to go.
Your call. Won't make the volunteers happy, but the Patriarch put you in charge, not them.
And yeah. As you can see, there's reputation. There are various factions throughout the game, and how we behave towards them will either make them like us or hate us. And we can't please everyone.
You said yes. Well, I was sure you wouldn't.
Refugees' haggard faces break into smiles. A few of them hug each other.
We won't be any trouble, I promise, and we'll help out wherever we can. Thank you for giving us a chance. Oh, and one of our people is missing, Andy. If you find him hiding out somewhere, you send him back to us. Hear that, everyone? We gotta make ourselves useful around here.
Yes, yes you do.
Well, this must have been the mess hall. Better get this up and running pronto. Keeping your people well fed is probably the easiest way to keep them loyal.
Cold food. Food on these tables is cold and partially eaten, but not rotten. It's clear someone fled mid-meal. Yeah, those people. And over here, we got our first broken toaster. Unfortunately, it requires toaster repair level 3. Dang it. Toaster repair is actually very useful because you can find some very nice goodies inside toasters. And there are also some very specific goodies we want to find from specific toasters throughout the world that we really, really want to get. I don't believe one of them's in that one. Could be wrong, but who knows.
Oh, hey, howdy.
Waving at you through the bars of a cell is a pale, rail-thin man with matted hair and fraying frayed clothes. He gives you a lazy, glassy-eyed grin.
Hey, dudes. Hi. Well, what's up? Haven't seen you before. Have I?
We're the Rangers. This is going to be our new headquarters.
Rangers, huh? Cool, man. Cool. I like your look. I think I had a shirt like that once, a long time ago. Long time ago. Headquarters for what?
We came here from Arizona to help the Patriarch. Yeah.
Arizona. Arizona. That sounds far, real far. Are there, like, more of you here?
That's not something you need to know.
Oh, so not many then, huh? Don't worry, you'll make new friends, I bet, though. You seem real friendly and nice. So, hey, what?
We've actually got a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, man, of course. I don't mind. Ask me whatever.
What's your name?
My name? Ned. Ned? Harry. Nick. Booger. Dickens. Lyle? Something like that. Honestly, I don't, remember. Been a long time since I thought about that, man. Been a longer time since someone, asked me about it.
Oh boy.
I kinda been here for a while.
How long have you been here?
Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you. Like, there's no windows or clocks in here, Hard to keep track of when the day starts or ends. Anyway, a long time. Long enough for other groups, other people to come and go.
How have you survived?
Man, I got everything I need in here to keep on. Little crack in the ceiling over there drips some water. So I just gotta, lick the wall when I'm thirsty. And, you know what they say about dark, damp spaces, man? Mushroom grow there, man. So I added a little self-made fertilizer. Those mushrooms are growing good.
Gross. You've been living off wall water and mushrooms.
Yeah, man, yeah. Yum, yum. Oh, yeah, and bugs, when they come by. Buzzy crunchers and climby snappers and skittery two-bites and running gushers. Sometimes roly poppers and hoppy specks. Once a squirmy slurp. That was a good day, man. But yeah, mainly mushrooms.
Uh-huh. Can you tell us about any of the groups that lived here before us?
Yeah, sure, maybe. Sometimes, like, a guy might come in, but I don't know if he was connected to the guy who came in before him, Kinda hard to keep track of how long it is between visits, and people don't always tell me what's going on outside. But, let me see. Last guy who came in to see me was the dead guy. Before him, Tired Eyes Lady. Before her, the Smiling Woman. Before that, it's a little fuzzy.
Tell us about the dead guy.
Oh, man. That's some wild stuff. So a while ago, that dead guy over there came running in here all nervous and freaked out and starts messing with that computer machine over there. And yeah, then there's this big-ass flash of light from the computer machine and he falls down and then all these sirens and flashing lights. It was horrible, man. Like, it made it really hard to sleep, you know? Then after a while, the alarm stopped, and then, well, you came in.
Tell us about Tired Eyes Lady.
Well, she was a woman, dressed all raggedy, but, I'm one to talk on that. Anyway, she came in here looking sad. Eyes looked like she hadn't seen a good night's rest in years. We talked for a bit and then she left again. Sometimes I think I can still hear her voice. Hope she didn't die and she's haunting me for some reason. Though now that I think about it, I guess I'd be glad for the company, you know?
Tell us about the Smiling Woman.
Oh, a real nice lady, man. Had a big old smile on her face the whole time we talked. Just never stopped smiling. I think she said she was a trader. Talked about how she had some merchandise to keep here and some people she was gonna deal with. Said I wasn't a suitable client, which, sure, 'cause I got no money. Well, actually, she said I wouldn't be suitable for her clients, which I thought was a weird way to say that.
Sounds like a slaver.
You know, man, it's, I've been here a long time, and I eat a lot of mushrooms. Can't always remember things that happened in the, olden days, but I'll try. There was a gentleman bear, the lip licker, and, the bloody screamers, and them metal fellers, and the really white guy, and owl face. Oh, and the 6 wee men and a lion. But, yeah, hard to remember who came in first, and, which ones were just a nursery rhyme my grandma told me, so, yeah.
Okay, we want to talk about something else.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Why are you in there?
Because, the cell door is locked.
That's not what we were asking. Why were you put in there?
Aw, man, didn't you like my joke? Okay, like, well, so a guy I used to be friends with, well, I guess he was more of a business partner. Friend, though, too, man. Like, former friend who decided he didn't, want to go splitsies anymore, so he conked me on the head. And when I woke up, I was in here. Real bummer, man. Like, seriously.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not letting him out. I know it's going to be a bad idea to let him out. We're going now.
Cool, man. But, hey, so, we've been chatting for a bit, gotten to know each other a little, right? I've been stuck in here for, at least a lot of years, and it would be much nicer if I, wasn't. Do you think you could maybe do me a solid and, like, find a way to get me out of here?
We'll see what we can do. No promises.
Cool, I get it, man. No pressure, but, I'd sure appreciate it. So
Brig Master Key, huh? Body of a young man lies twisted on the floor. He wears shabby clothes and he's been dead long enough for the body to go cold, but not long enough to rot. Try to establish the cause of death. The body's contorted limbs and proximity to an ancient computer seems to suggest a painful death by electrocution. Discoloration in the face suggests heart failure, which might be electricity, but there's a lack of burns, which makes that inconclusive. Some dried foamy spittle, barely detectable at the edges of the mouth, make poison a much more likely culprit. Check for signs of electrocution. Body's contorted limbs and proximity to an ancient computer suggest a painful death by electrocution. Electricity kills by stopping the heart, which looks like what happened. You don't see any entry or exit burns, though. Those are not always present in low-voltage electrocutions. Search the body. This man was carrying nothing but the clothes he wore on his body, and those are tattered and grimy. His shoes have holes in their soles. In one of his pockets, you find a half-eaten, sweet-smelling mushroom. Huh.
what's going on with the dead guy? Is he, alright?
Terminal displays information about the base's systems. Everything appears normal for the moment. Check activity. Recent activity for logs for the terminals. Let's see, your routine system notifications, so you have a list of recent activations. OS, wake initiated, wake complete, credentials, rejected, credentials, accepted, login, admin, password admin, OS, loading default admin operations, backup generators initialized. Automated security lockdown initiated, login required, credentials rejected. Credentials rejected, OS, station locking out, user due to multiple failed login attempts. Terminal displays information about the base's system and everything appears normal for the moment.
Oh, hey, hi again. What can I do for you?
We've examined the corpse and it doesn't appear to have been killed by electrocution. It looks like poison.
What? That's really something else. Some poison killed that poor guy at the exact same time as that machine zapped him? Man, what a wacky world.
Uh-huh. Logons on the terminal showed that there was a power surge, like you said, but also several attempts to access the computer afterwards.
While those alarms were going off? How'd that happen?
We'll ask again. Who was trying to access the computer after the power surge?
Well, that guy, he fell over onto the computer machine after the flash. Maybe he landed on the buttons, or on the thing with all the little buttons. Or, oh shit, man. Do you think someone snuck in here while I was sleeping and fiddled with those buttons? A prowler lurking about? That's some scary stuff, man. Yikes.
We found a half-eaten mushroom in the corpse's pocket.
Oh, yum. Mushrooms are the best, man. So many flavors. And they grow everywhere and grow easy. I love them. Who knew there were poisonous ones?
Right.
Later, dudes, and don't forget to think about getting this door open if you get a chance.
Pass. It's not happening. Alright, well, all that's done. Unfortunately, I can't tell my characters to move based on the map. Or from the map. Explored what we can. Unlocked what we could. I'd say at this point, we need to head into town. Let's just talk to
Rangers,
Sergey one last time.
Good to see you.
Those volunteers you mentioned, where are you getting them from?
Well, I've got friends in the Marshals, the Patriarch's Palace Guard, and some local militias. They've always got more folks wanting to sign up than they have positions for. So I asked my pals to send over everybody on their waiting lists. Now, some of these folks may be, less than top grade for sure. But most will be solid recruits, ready and willing to learn. You'll have to pick and choose.
If you're going to be a chief of security, we want to know more about you.
Happy to tell you what you need to know.
So what's your story?
Well, came here with my folks when I was a kid, and was a young man when Saul was trying to unite the families and make Colorado a state. I got behind him right away. He had leader written all over him, even back then. I've served at his side ever since, fighting against the monster army, consolidating power here in town, helping him expand our borders.
What Mr. Greatsky means is that he played a key role in many of the Patriarch's greatest victories, and he had no small part in making Colorado what it is today.
You're too kind, Darius. Well, the fighting's never really ended. Trying to hold it all together is a constant struggle. This business with his children is just the latest in a long line of troubles.
You've served with the Patriarch for so long. You must like him.
I do indeed. Some folks can't get past his brusque ways, but that's just the impatience of a man who knows what's right, dealing with fools who don't. He cares too deeply about the well-being of the people of Colorado to let political courtesy slow him down. Of course, you'll hear a lot of folk condemning him for hurting this group or that group with his decisions, but the way I see it, they should be glad it wasn't them who had to make the choice.
Will you tell us some stories about your days fighting beside the Patriarch?
Stories? They are stories indeed these days. I've told him so many times all the truth's been wrung out of him. Now, let's see. Here's one. So, one day we were hunting monster army raiders and came upon a tin-walled shack. The people inside were shooting at us and not answering our calls to parley. Well, I got sick of that real quick and unslung my rocket launcher. But Saul, he holds up a finger, then creeps around behind the compound. Well, pretty soon we hear him smashing through those tin walls with his hammer, and then comes two high-pitched screams. A few moments later, he comes striding out, carrying a child under each arm. They've been shooting at us because they thought we were coming to eat their dying parents. Now, I will never know how Saul knew it was kids in there rather than raiders, but somehow he did. And we brought them and their folks back to the city and helped them out until they got well again. And he's always been like that. An uncanny ability to always do the right thing.
Got any more stories for us?
Give me a while and I'll see if I can remember any more. In the meantime, I'm sure you have plenty to do. Happy to. What's on your mind?
Alright, goodbye.
I'll be here.
Alright, not much else to it, unfortunately, and this is why I'm upping it to 45 minutes per episode, because there's a lot of talking, and if I didn't up it, we probably wouldn't make a whole lot of progress.
I
Jody.
need to rest a spell. Catch my breath. That all right with you?
How are your injuries? Recovering okay?
I'm still healing up. Go out and find your footing while I get back on my feet.
Now, I will say this. She is a companion character that we can recruit later on once she's recovered. Are you missing Arizona?
Oh man, more every day. This place is nice and all. Kind of majestic with all the mountains and wild weather, but it's hard to enjoy it when I know everybody back home is dying by inches. We gotta finish up our business with the Patriarch and get the supplies he promised us back home. People are counting on us. My folks are counting on us. Sorry, I just want to get this done and get back to them.
Talk to you later, Jody.
Later.
Alright, well, I'd say next time we're probably gonna...
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
Yep. Anyways, like I was saying, I think next time we're gonna make our way into the town of Colorado Springs and see what's going on in there. But yeah, you can see why I'm upping it to 45 minutes, because there's a lot of talking in this game, because it's an RPG. And, well, I want to make sure I'm making progress with each episode. But anyways, with that, I'm going to end this episode off here for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload, or to hit the straw poll link to vote for our next Let's Play. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.